This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Good evening, I'm Holly Buchanan. The University of Otago's chemistry labs have gone from antique to high-tech. The $56 million makeover features a flexible super lab for 112 students, which can be divided in two. There are iPads at each lab station and the latest scientific equipment. Professor Lyle Hanton says the new learning environment is a quantum leap.
So I'd say that this is state of the art for undergraduate, well, for graduate teaching, undergraduate teaching laboratories in New Zealand.
Health and safety have been upgraded with 3 safety showers in the super lab. Hanton hopes the new environment encourages first-year students to go on to study chemistry. The Labour Party's Dunedin-based health spokesperson has slammed the government's decision to cut funding for the country's HIV prevention program as short-sighted and reckless. David Clark says it's on top of other health funding cuts which will bite the sector hard. The Dunedin North Member of Parliament says the Health Minister has told district health boards to make efficiencies. The Southern District Health Board has been asked to trim $30 million from its budget. And Dr Clark says last year the SDHB trimmed $11.4 million, with $2.3 million coming from having fewer people employed. Firefighters from around central Otago descended on the region to compete in a rural firefighters competition over the weekend. Spokespeople for the event say rural firefighters have a specialised skill set for tackling fire in rural situations.
The competition, like the weather, was hot. Around 1970, the Omarama and Stewart Island Rural Fire Brigades decided to test their skills against each other. And crews from around the southern regions have been competing ever since. Tapanui and Clyde Depot manager Mike Furby says it's a great event to keep crews on their toes.
A lot of them have a lot of skills. You know, they're trained up in all aspects of rural firefighting. It's a hell of a lot different than just the likes of the urban fire brigades. Well, these guys are up in the scrub, and where it's all, you know, safety is the main thing.
Furby says some of those competing will be especially focused as they've just returned from a large fire in Canterbury, while others may have needed more training.
Some of the guys have actually come back from doing a stint up at Christchurch at the fires up there, and one particular team's only had 2 training sessions for this competition event.
He says the main reason for the event is quite simple.
It's to train them up and to keep them competent with the equipment, and and just a day out of a competition where they can meet other people from different stations.
Fire crews from across the south had all hands to the pump in an effort to be the top rural firefighting team in the area. Daryl Baser, The South Today.
Speakers at a Dunedin rally have urged Mondelez International to remember the human faces of Cadbury staff and not just focus on profits. Dunedin Mayor Cull said Mondelez told him there was nothing more the council could have done to support its continued presence in Dunedin. But he urged them to reconsider the city's invitation to work together to find an alternative, perhaps retaining part of the factory. A Mondelez spokesperson says the company has considered a range of alternatives to make the site more competitive. North Harbour professional Michael Hendry became the first Kiwi to claim the New Zealand Open golf title since 2003 after a 3-way playoff at the Millbrook Resort near Queenstown yesterday. Birdies by fellow Kiwi Ben Campbell and 2011 champion Brad Kennedy from Australia on the 17th hole enabled the pair to finish the tournament tied with Hendry at 19 under par. Hendry then secured the title by hitting his tee shot on the first playoff hole to within 5 metres of the pin. Kennedy and Campbell both pulled their shots into the water that surrounds the green. Hendry is the first New Zealander to win the title since Mahal Pearce in 2003. And still to come on The South Today, Invercargill police are appealing to the public for information on an attack, and why Dunedin school children have been reading to cats and dogs.
Active Furnishers Limited, home of quality service with superior product, and an in-house design team who are always happy to advise and create an imaginative solution for you. Active Furnishers Limited, part of Dunedin's design history.
Here is this week's Mole Map UV report. Did you know, in recent years, the number of New Zealanders dying from melanoma has been as high as the road toll?
If you've ever been on a sunbed or been badly sunburnt, what are the chances you could have melanoma? Remove the doubt. Get a mole map.
Grandad loved his family and surfing, in that order. He taught me to surf, and we spent a lot of time in the water together over the years. When he died, I strapped the camera to the nose of his old board and filmed the paddle out at St. Clair. Gillian's played the video on the big screen at his funeral. Grandad would have loved having everyone come out one last surf with him.
Gillian's Funeral Services, helping families celebrate the lives of their loved ones for generations. Gillians.co.nz.
Hi, I'm Dennis Charlotte, and road racing motorcycles is my lifetime passion. It's a massive adrenaline rush, but the high-speed crashes have been tough on the body over the years. I almost felt as old as my mate Ian.
Sportsval, supporting tendons, ligaments and cartilage. And Energy Plus helps replace the energy that everyday living takes away.
Now I feel more alive and have more sustained energy to really enjoy my racing.
Buy 2 packs of Sportsval and get 2 packs of Energy Plus absolutely free. So call now, 0800 502 402.
Garage Dunedin, delivering quality, stylish garage doors in Dunedin for over 15 years. New doors, replacement doors, repairs and maintenance are all part of Garage quality service. Garage Dunedin offers a full range of modern quality doors to suit any home. Come visit the team at 553 Kaikoai Valley Road. Visit www.garador.co.nz or call us on 488 5676.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
University of Otago. Usually the atmosphere is charged with the energy of student life. But this week is the week before exams.
Hey, Tane. Not now, man. I'm panicking.
Come on, mate. I know just what you need.
In here?
No. Is this it?
No. This is the place to ease your stress.
Hey, Tane. Fancy a little cuddle?
Arrow International knows what the essential ingredient is for accomplishing great projects, working with great people. 30 years on and 3,000 projects later, with 10 offices and 400 staff nationwide, a company who values partnerships with their clients and carries a strong reputation for passion, integrity and the love of a challenge, excelling in the construction industry and helping to create, with our partners, more iconic New Zealand buildings.
They say the grass is always greener, but not if you have Ready Lawn. Call Ready Lawn today and make them green with envy.
Welcome back. Invercargill police are appealing to the public for information on an attack. One man was assaulted by 2 young offenders and a third ran away with the victim's groceries outside the Night and Day store on Ells Road last Thursday night at 6:15. Police have caught one of the offenders but are looking to find others involved. They're calling for any further witnesses to come forward or contact Crime Stoppers on 0800 555 111. And Queenstown police are investigating after a man entered a hotel room in the resort in the early hours of Saturday morning and stole cash. The incident occurred at the Holiday Inn on Frankton Road in Queenstown, where a man entered the room where 2 women were sleeping. He woke one of the women, who later discovered an amount of cash missing. The man is described as short and slim with black hair, dark eyes and dark skin. He's believed to be in his early 20s and was wearing dark clothing. The women were uninjured but shaken by the incident. Police would like to hear from anyone who saw a man fitting this description in the vicinity of the Holiday Inn around 4:30 a.m. on Saturday morning. Dunedin children have recently been going to the dogs. School-aged children from around the region have been meeting at Dunedin SPCA to share their books and their time with rescue dogs in the Book Buddies project. As Roselle LeBone found out, the project is beneficial for animals and kids alike.
It started last August when school pupil Mackenzie Fairmaid-Shevloff was looking for a new project. She saw successful Book Buddies programs online and contacted the SPCA about reading to dogs right here in Dunedin. That's how she got to meet rescue dogs like Trevor and Archie. I'm Roselle LeBone. I'm here at the SPCA in Dunedin to learn all about the rescue dog reading program.
They're happy, but they're not barking. They just sit down, sort of happy.
Wow, so they actually calm down a bit. And how long do you read? Do they just sit there quietly and listen to you read?
Yeah.
Do you reckon they understand the story?
No, maybe.
Every Friday, 10 kids read to cats and dogs for half an hour, and the difference in their behaviour with the regular visits is apparent.
If they've been, mistreated, or they've spent time in an unfortunate environment, then they end up here. And the kids just want to come and read to them so that they can just spend time around humans, listen to their voices, interact with them. Sometimes they get to climb into the cages and just hang out with them and pet them and sit with them and read with them.
Reading to animals helps with their socialisation. Children get to practice their reading and dogs become more adoptable in the process.
It really started with my daughter, Mackie, who's 7, and at her school they have a program that is based on their strengths. So every week they spend time working on something that they're good at, they excel at. And she really loves reading, so she wanted to find something that she could use her reading with that involved other people or animals.
Fairmaid says the initiative is particularly successful for children who don't have pets at home. She says the SPCA and the animals have been 100% on board with the project, which may expand this year. Roselle LeBone, The South Today.
After the break on The South Today, wet weather did nothing to deter hundreds of people joining in the annual Stadium to Surf fun run yesterday. And a shift towards casual golfing sees golf clubs welcome the rising number of golfing tourists.
For over 35 years, Roslyn Mowers and Heating have been selling and servicing outdoor power equipment and are well established in home heating, installing wood fires. Call in and meet the friendly team. Roslyn Mowers and Heating, 150 Kaikorai Valley Road.
From rare to the recent, visit the legendary Hard to Find for your quality second-hand books, with the largest stock in New Zealand and a friendly book-loving atmosphere. For good prices, buying or selling, come visit 20 Dowling Street.
Ecrotech Limited have been supplying beekeeping equipment and honey products in New Zealand for over 100 years. A specialist manufacturer of hiveware and plastic products for the beekeeping industry. They are the leading supplier of beekeeping equipment nationwide. For all your beekeeping needs, visit ecrotech.co.nz or call 0800 117766.
Travelling this weekend? Think slow.
Bring some more joy into your world by adopting one of our adult animals at SPCA Otago. Call now on 473 8252. Please adopt a pet now, they will love you forever.
We're a 25 Moray place at Dog with Tails Cafe and Bar. So we take coffee very seriously. We do what's called contract roasting, so we're creating our own roasting profile and then doing our own blends. We're really focused on the craft of what we're doing. You know, we're going back, instead of going on mass-produced sort of cheap things, we're taking the time to really craft what we're making. Make it so anyone can come here and have a feed and be able to get something they're able to eat or that they want to eat as well. You're kind of getting a taste of cafes from all around the world when you come here.
Hi, welcome back to Alex Campbell Menswear. We're filming again from our Mosgiel store. We're having a 3-store wide sizzling summer sale. It's the end of the season. We have sizzling prices in short sleeve shirts, polos, shorts, jeans. We've got specials in trousers. It's a sizzling summer sale.
Every reason, every season, we're proud to dress the region. Alex Campbell Menswear, it fits.
It's a sizzling summer sale.
Get finance and get on the road. Talk to MTF today.
Gillian's and Silberhorn bring you Rub of the Green, lawn bowls from around the south. Saturday night at 7, replaying on Sunday at 1 p.m. and Tuesday at 3:30.
Welcome back. About 1,600 people took part in Dunedin's Stadium to Surf Fun Run on Sunday in the rain. Andrew Pole came in first place. There was a 10, 5 and 3 kilometre event. About 70% of participants opted for the 10k event, which started at Forsyth Bar Stadium. Entries were up by about 500 on last year, which organisers considered a good result. More stalls and activities were organised in a bid to increase entries, but most people were keen to head home soon after they finished. Despite the rain, most participants were cheerful at the finish line at Hancock Park. And tourists are taking over from locals at Lakes District and Central Otago golf clubs. Golf Otago Executive Officer Doug Harrendine says golf clubs are struggling to maintain their traditional membership due to a shift towards casual golfing. However, the number of golfing tourists is on the rise. Mina Amso has more.
The face of golf in the south is changing. The number of golfers choosing to be members of clubs is dropping away, many preferring more casual approach to the sport. But at the same time, the number of players out on golf courses, especially in the Lakes District, is on the rise thanks to the boom in tourist numbers.
Queenstown, Wanaka, they really don't have that many problems because the towns themselves are growing so rapidly that is just naturally increasing membership anyway.
Harrendine says the thriving clubs rely on tourism and visitor numbers mainly, and rising membership levels is a minor contributor. That has been good for the Wanaka, Queenstown and the Arrowtown golf clubs, but not so good for the clubs outside the tourist areas.
Golfers are retiring in places like Dunedin and Invercargill or in the rural communities around coastal Otago and Southland, and they move to central Otago where they join local golf clubs. So it's certainly not doom and gloom golf in Otago, it's just a transfer of membership really.
It's the small golf clubs like those in the Maniotutu which tend to suffer the most, membership-wise. And the challenge is not new.
I mean, the challenge has been there probably now for 10 years or more to retain members and grow membership. It's nowhere near what it was 30 years ago.
But professional golfer Greg Turner says part of the issue is oversupply of golf courses in the regional areas.
It's been really inexpensive. Anybody can play golf, but it's hard for clubs to survive when in those circumstances. Golf tourism in New Zealand has gone from, I think, 145 million a year to 330 million a year in the last 3 years. I mean, it's accelerated. 60% of that is into Queenstown. Jacks Point, the Hills and Millbrook at the forefront of that.
Harrendine says the recent $5.5 million funding announcement by the government to support golf tournaments will further nourish golf tourism in New Zealand. Both him and Turner says the Lakes region could become as popular among golfers as it is among skiers. Mina Amso, The South Today.
And now recapping tonight's top stories on The South Today. The University of Otago's newest facility, the Mala Centre, and its chemistry labs have gone from antique to high-tech. Southern rural firefighters were put through their paces in central Otago in an annual competition which dates back to the start of the 1970s. And North Harbour's Michael Hendry became the first Kiwi to claim the New Zealand Open golf title since 2003 after a three-way playoff at Millbrook. And time now for a look at what's happening in tomorrow's ODT. Welcome, Barry.
Hello, Holly. How are you?
Very good.
Excellent. Jim Flynn of Otago University warns of climate change issues affecting South Dunedin. So more on that in the paper tomorrow. He also can reveal the gender-neutral school uniforms available for Dunedin North Intermediate pupils. So interesting photo there. University Child Care Centre children have written a letter asking Castle Street neighbours to stop littering the street with broken glass. A plea from the young ones. So Dunedin has secured the hosting rights for the 2019 New Zealand Pipe Band Championships, so that's a bit of a windfall for us. And we have the update on the Fringe Festival, see what's happening out and about there today. We've been all over that. And in sport, we look at the build-up and the plans for the upcoming league match between the Warriors and the Bulldogs at Forsyth Bar on Friday.
Fantastic. Better
Thank
pick
you.
up a copy. Thanks. And time now for a look at tomorrow's weather.
This weather update is proudly brought to you by Silverhorn Sportsfell.
Starting with today's southern view, taken off Queen's Park in Invercargill, followed next by a shot of a cloud-covered Lake Wakatipu taken from Frankton Road. Looking at the situation, cloud and showers over the region today will clear tomorrow as a depression moves away from New Zealand into the Pacific and an anticyclone develops in the Tasman Sea. To the southern outlook, Balclutha, Gore and Lumsden, light southerlies, some cloud, 13. Catlins, moderate sou'westers, mostly cloudy and 12 degrees. To the central outlook, cool weather across the board here too. Alexandra, light sou'westers, becoming fine, 13. Queenstown and Wanaka, light sou'westers, becoming fine, 14. Te-Anau, light southerlies, some cloud and 13 degrees. To the northern outlook, Oamaru, moderate sou'westers, mostly cloudy, 13. Omarama and Twizel, light sou'westers, becoming fine, 14. Timaru, fresh sou'westers, cloudy there, 13 degrees. And here in Dunedin, it'll be cloudy tonight with a low of 8. Cloud most of tomorrow too, with moderate to fresh cold sou'westers and a high of just 13. And on Wednesday, cloud breaking with sunny periods increasing and southerlies dying out. Winds may trend northeasterly during the afternoon. Temperatures remaining cool though, with a high of 14. Cloud also for Invercargill tonight and a low of 7. Cloud breaking and sunny periods developing tomorrow and a high of 13 there. Milder weather on Wednesday up to 15 degrees with sunny periods and some high cloud and moderate westerlies. And that's all from the team here at the South today. We'll see you again tomorrow. Good night.
This bulletin proudly brought to you in association with Alex Campbell's Menswear.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.